Hi everyone, welcome back to Global Bike Trends. Today we're reviewing the latest iteration of a true icon, now the 2025 Harley-Davidson Iron 883. This bike has long been lauded for its stripped-down, raw cruiser appeal, and for 2025 it brings some meaningful updates while staying true to that heritage. Let's dive in. From the moment you fire up the Iron 883 you feel the legacy. Under the tank sits the air-cooled Evolution A registered V-twin engine, at 883cc displacement, delivering the audible rumble and character that has long defined this model. According to published specs, it produces roughly 50.8 PS, tilde 50 bhp, at around 6,000 revolutions per minute and about 68 Nm of torque at 4,750 revolutions per minute. That's modest compared to high-end cruisers, but the real strength here is that torque load down, the unpretentious delivery, and the classic Harley ride feel. On the performance side, the Iron 883 keeps its relatively compact dimensions, a wheelbase of about 59.6 in, reek of 38 degrees, trail around 4.6 in, and a seat height of about 29.9 inches. The dry, shipped weight is listed as around 545 pounds, AA 245 kilograms, and in running order approx 564 pounds. What this means in practice: for a rider looking for that classic cruiser feel, the Iron 883 is manageable, with a relatively low center of gravity, decent maneuverability and street-friendly footprint. Let's move to the key features and design elements. Stylistically, this bike harks back to the dark custom look. Plenty of blacked-out finishes, minimal chrome, a solo tuck and roll seat, and machined 9-spoke wheels with black accents. Those elements give it that purposeful, no-frills aesthetic. The drag-style handlebars push you into a slightly forward-leaning but comfortable riding posture, which suits urban and light touring use both. The fuel capacity is modest, 3.3 gallons at 12.5 liters, so long-haul tank range is not its primary domain. On the design front, the suspension has reportedly been fine-tuned in newer model years for better ride quality, and the front fork and dual rear shocks deliver a balance of comfort and cruiser compliance. On the technology and usability front, while the Iron 883 doesn't chase ultra-high technological bells and whistles, it retains the essential features one expects: IFA, electronic sequential port fuel injection, and the Evolution engine, a classic belt, chain drive setup, and dual piston brakes front and rear. The upside of that simplicity is reliability plus ease of maintenance, something many riders appreciate in this class. Now, pricing at this is always a crucial part of the story. While an exact MSRP for the 2025 Iron 883 in the US market is harder to pin down in publicly listed data, previous model pricing gives us a ballpark. For example, earlier versions were priced in the region of US $11,249 for 2022 models. In Pakistan market listings, older Iron 883s show up around PKR 3.22 million, till the US $11-12K equivalent, though that's used pricing. So you can reasonably expect the 2025 version to command somewhere in that entry to mid-cruiser bracket depending on market, spec, taxes, local import costs and dealer markup. It remains one of the more accessible bikes in the Harley-Davidson lineup, which is a strong selling point. Speaking of unique selling points, the Iron 883's biggest strengths lie in its character, its heritage, and its accessibility. For someone who wants the Harley badge, that unmistakable V-twin sound and rumble, stylish good looks and cruiser comfort without moving into heavyweight touring territory, this bike delivers. Its relatively low seat height and manageable weight help open it to a broader spectrum of riders, including those newer to the brand. The customization potential is strong, as you'd expect with Harley bikes. Owners often appreciate the ability to personalize the look, exhaust, seating, bars and more. Also, the dark custom aesthetic keeps it timeless rather than flashy, which appeals if you want something subtle yet iconic. On the flip side, because the power output is moderate, If you're coming from a high-performance naked or superbike, you might feel the limitations. Same for long-distance touring, where range and wind protection aren't at the top of the spec sheet. But that's not really its mission here. Its mission is glossy on style plus stripped-back authenticity plus fun ride. In summary, the 2025 Iron 883 remains a compelling option if you're seeking an entry, mid-level cruiser that carries the Harley badge, offers classic style, solid everyday usability and a ton of attitude. For Global Bike Trends viewers, if you're looking at buying one, check local availability for your market. Importing, duties and service support matter. Consider test riding it to gauge fit feel, especially if you're of smaller stature. The low seat height helps, and budget for any personalization you might want down the line. Harley accessory ecosystem is rich. If you want raw V-twin rumble in a compact, minimalist package, this is one that still makes sense in 2025. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our deep dives. If you're considering the Iron 883 or want comparisons with its rivals, for example the Indian Sculptrogue or the Triumph Bonneville Speedmaster, let us know in the comments and we'll do a detailed comparison next. Ride safe and I'll see you in the next video.